In progress. Okie dokie. Perfect. All righty. So today I am just going to go ahead and get started. People love trickle. But today I just started recording. So hey guys, welcome. So for those of you joining me, I'm going to record this whole classroom. So everyone's going to get a recap of today's class. I do host this class here live at the downtown Kissimmee Library. So if you guys ever are interested in attending this classroom live, I will show you guys. We are here with a couple of agents. Everyone say hi. So if you guys ever want to join us live, you're more than welcome to. Just let me know so we can make sure that we have the room properly set up. So thank you guys so much for joining me. My name is Samantha. I'm a licensed loan officer here in the Central Florida area. As much as, you know, I have a passion for giving back to real estate agents. I was a real estate agent prior to the mortgage industry. So I know exactly what it takes, right, to kind of be promoting yourself and the constant hustle, right? You guys are business owners, marketing person, right? Everything all in one. So I'm here to, if I can facilitate that for you guys and just give you ideas and strategies on how to improve your business, that's kind of what I strive to do. So let's go over this month's topics for Monday Mornings with Samantha. So today we're going to be going over Instagram. Next Monday, we will be going over Remind. Remind, for those who don't know, is the platform that you guys already pay for when you're paying for the MLS. Where you guys can prospect for both, you know, sellers, buyers, you name it. I give you guys a couple of different strategies on how to use that platform to try to find more leads. We'll have a Canva 101, as you know, graphics and all that amazing stuff is part of your business. So I'll show you guys on how you guys can create, flyers, presentations. This presentation that we're looking at right now, I created it on Canva. So there's so many things that you guys can do on Canva, and I'll show you guys how you guys can navigate that platform and create that. And last but not least, at the end of this month, I will be having a CPA, a tax consultant, hosting a class on how real estate agents should be properly filing their taxes, especially if you're looking to purchase a house. So we will all be on that class later this month. I will be reminding everyone, once you guys sign up once for the class, you're kind of already enrolled into like the whole series. So I'll try my best. I know I should probably send text messages because some of us might look at our emails like the next day or something like that. So I'll try to be more consistent at sending you guys text messages. It's just easier for me to kind of blast like email reminders. If at any point you guys have any questions throughout the class, please, write them down in the chat box, and I will be more than happy to answer them. If you guys want to unmute yourself, you're more than welcome to do so as well. No wonder I'm over here using this clicker and I don't even have it plugged in. All right, so today's agenda will be planning content, what features to use, apps to use, and how to prospect on social media. So why social media? And in this one in particular, for everyone who's trickling in, we're going over Instagram, right? So, but regardless if it's Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, you name it, right? It's free marketing. You get to build your brand, right? You get to show people your personality, and it is a huge business generator, guys. Later this year, I do plan on maybe sometime in March, I am creating a class that it will be mainly about automations and AI features that you guys can be leveraging on your social media platforms. So make sure that you guys stay tuned for that, because the whole point, honestly, above everything else of social media is try to generate business. And there's so many different ways that you guys can do that and facilitate your life by leveraging AI and a couple of automation systems. But today we're going to be going over the basics. Okay. So let's really quickly go over all of the social media platforms that are out there, because just because I'm good at Instagram and I love Instagram doesn't mean that you shouldn't be using Facebook or YouTube or TikTok, right? Like, so wherever the majority of your audience is at, that's where you should be leveraging that platform and mainly post on that one. And you can slowly, little by little, like my homegirl Brianna here's expanding her lovely short form videos to YouTube. Just master one, and one by one, you start adding more and more platforms, just like any other. When you're trying to create a new habit, it'll become second nature to, okay, let me post on Instagram, now let me post on TikTok, now let me post on Facebook. The same way you guys would sit down to separate a whole hour to prospect over the phone should be the same exact way that social media should be in your calendar. It should be in your calendar from this time to this time. I'm dedicating myself to social media, to post on this platform, to record a 60-second video, right? You can record a 60-second video in less than an hour and post it in all platforms. So this is just me showing you guys the amount of people that are in this platform, so you guys can really know how important it is. And just like I was telling Brianna right now, YouTube is a really big one that's super important, and you should definitely be leveraging it, because when people go on Google, when you Google something, what are the main things that pop up, right? Either articles or videos pop up, right, from YouTube. So it's super, super important that you guys start slowly trickling some of your content onto YouTube. Okay, so the first question that is the number one question that I get asked about Instagram is, how should my Instagram account be set up? Should I have it private? Should I have it as a business account? Should I have a creator account? So private, if you have your page private, then you are probably in the wrong business. This is right. There's nothing to be private about when you're a real estate agent. Yes, you can have your own personal page that can be private. Like I do, I have my own personal page. It's private, and I keep it that way. And I keep my close friends and family who's not going to get tired of seeing my kid all the time, of seeing my dogs, me doing pranks to my husband, things like that, right? So when you have your business page, and one of the things I did is when I first started in the business is that the personal page that I had, I actually converted it into a business page, because it was a lot easier to maintain that audience there, and me just create a new personal page with all of my close friends and family. So if you have a page where you have a lot of followers, I would convert that page into your business page, and then I would just open up a separate one that's a personal page. Now, Instagram has two different types. It's called a professional account. It has two different types of professional accounts. One is a business account and the other one is a creator account. I highly suggest the creator account because you're going to have access to more music. You're not going to get promoted to boost your post as much. And your reach will be a lot greater than if it was a business account. The business account, you're limited to the amount of music you can use. And they basically don't push your content out as much because they're trying to make money from you as a business account. So how you can switch your account, which honestly, this is completely different than what yours might look. So if you guys didn't know, Instagram is constantly testing different features out to different profiles. And the reason why I know this is because I have my personal and I have my business account. I sometimes have features on my personal account that I don't have in my business account. Like right now, all of these new fonts came out, right, that people are using, and my business page does not have it. I don't have access to all those cute new fonts that everyone else. You have it?
I had them and then they left. And then they came back and then they left.
So, and then in my Sam's Media Solutions page, I have them. And I'm just like, Instagram's so funny. So they're always just testing out features on a certain platforms, on certain profiles to see how they perform. And then they slowly start trickling for everyone's page. But you basically are just going to go to your settings. And like I said, this might look a little bit different on your platform now, but you just basically have to switch it from your personal account to a business account. And then from there, you have to switch it to a creator account. I see that someone has a question here. Oh, perfect. I'm glad you noticed that. Yes, so creator is definitely the way to go. So why do I want to have my account as either a business or a creator account? The same way that you guys analyze if you're, okay, I made this amount of phone calls, I got this amount of appointments, I got, you guys want to analyze everything, all of your activity. So the biggest reasons why you want to have your account set up as a professional account is because you want the insights. You want to see what posts are performing better than others. How many people have you reached? Because on top of everything else, it's also a motivation, right? So when I look at my insights and I see this, I'm like, wow, people are actually, looking at my stuff, they're engaging with my stuff, and it kind of motivates you to continue to post, to start posting more, and different things like that. So that's one of the biggest reasons why you guys want to have these insights, because you guys want to keep an eye on what's working and what's not working. What's working, you continue recreating, and what wasn't working, just probably stop doing that type of content. And with time, you'll start noticing the stuff that your followers like and what they don't like. And the coolest part about it is that you have like your overall view, but you can also take a look at every single individual post as well. So if you guys didn't know and if you're just switching your account to a professional account, you're probably not gonna have the insights just yet. It's probably just gonna be activated, and then it'll take some time for you to start seeing your insights. So to see your insights, there's two ways. You can go to your settings, and in the settings, you're going to see the insights tab, or in your actual page, you're going to see the professional dashboard. So best times to post. So this is one of the greatest things also about your insights. I'm going to go back a couple of slides. So when you guys click on the part where it says followers and you scroll all the way down, it's going to take you to this section where it'll tell you what times your followers are most active. So as you see here, my users or my followers are most active around noon. So what is my goal? My goal is always to post around 10 or 11 a.m. right before people are going to start getting on the platform and start being active. So hopefully 9 times out of 10, my post will be one of the posts that will be right in front of them when they go and log in and start scrolling down their feed. And it's super important for you guys to also be sharing your content to your stories. And I'll explain to you guys in a few why. So before posting, if you're somebody completely new, you're like, I have no idea what to post, you first need to sit down and figure out who your audience is, right? So what is your goal? Who do you want to target? We'll go over the content buckets in a couple of seconds, but map out your content. What do I want to post this month? What do I want to talk about? And if you guys are first starting off, I highly suggest start with planning out one post a week. If you're a person who does not post at all, start with one post a week. Because sometimes when you guys set like, okay, I'm going to post every single day, by the second week, you guys are already burnt out and out of ideas. You first want to start it little by little and start being consistent with posting at least once a week. And then from there, start adding days until you feel comfortable. I personally post 2 to 3 times a week. Sometimes I'll post, right, depending on how busy my week is, but I always make sure that at least once a week I'm posting something to my page. Choose a color, and I'll go over the branding in just a second. You can use hashtags. If you're going to be using hashtags, try to, keep it, the 30 hashtags things isn't really a thing anymore. You want to keep it short. You want to anywhere between 7 to 10 hashtags. And like I said, put your goal on how many times you want to post a week and stay consistent with that. So first thing that we want to optimize is, I'm so sorry about that. That's my brother. I have him saved as pendeja because my mom had that phone one time. First thing
I can't hear you. Not sure if anybody else can.
can you guys hear me now? Me now?
Yes.
Yes, we hear you.
Okay. All right. What was the last thing you guys heard?
Your phone call, the pendeja.
Yeah, your brother, that's it.
So yeah, so if you didn't hear that, one time my mom, she got this like second phone, and so she got this phone and she started like texting me, pranking, like pretending like she had beef with me. And I was like, oh, whatever. I don't entertain things like that. So I basically like saved it as pendeja. So whenever like that person would text me and call me, I was like ignoring it until she finally admitted that it was her pranking me. And she ended up giving that phone to my brother. And ever since I haven't changed it. And every time I'm hosting a class, he always loves calling me and that pops up. So I apologize for that. And if you don't know what pendeja is a bad word to call somebody in Spanish. Okay, so did you guys hear about the profile name on why you guys should have it displayed like this? Why it should be your name and have some keywords? Did you guys hear that?
No.
No, perfect. Okay. So there's two things. So there's a difference between your actual username and the actual profile name. And you can always edit this here where it says edit profile. So this part right here, it should say your name, right? It could be first and last names. And then here you want to add some keywords. So you're popping up whenever people are researching either real estate, mortgage, right? My side mortgage. But if you want real estate, right? So if you were a real estate agent, I would put my name here. I would probably maybe put realtor, maybe the city that I specialize in, and Florida. Then when it comes to your bio, you want to first line say, you know, if let's say if I specialize as a listing agent, right? Helping homeowners sell their home here in Central Florida. In parentheses, have helped 100+ families, right? So you just want to give yourself some credibility and let people know exactly what it is that you do. The second line is what they can expect from your page. So in my page, I post, if anybody follows me on Instagram, I post a lot on like giving tips for real estate agents, right? So I help realtors with marketing and social media. And then the third line is always guiding them to click the link in my bio. So you guys want to optimize your page because the first thing when anybody goes to your page, this is what they're going to look at. And based on this is what they're going to determine whether they're going to start following you or not. And then the most important thing above all is this link right here. I had mentioned that this needs to be a multiple landing page link, right? Because the whole purpose of social media is for us to capture leads. We want to make sure that everything on there is a landing page that's going to prompt people to put their name, phone number, and email. And then, right, your headshot, just make sure it's a clear headshot of yourself, whether it's a professional headshot or not, just something that you can clearly tell that it is you. Yes. Yeah, take new headshots, refresh it. That's completely fine. You can always refresh them and change them up. You can have it different in different platforms, but it's just when you have it the same, it's when people kind of like just recognize you a lot easier. Okay, so I have a question here. Other than buying guards or buyer guides, sorry, what are other things we can offer on that landing page? So buyer guides, if you guys have a website where somebody can input their information for, let's say, a free marketing or a free seller or market analysis, right? Like a free CMA or something like that. You guys can use that link from your website to then create that landing page and put, hey, find out how much your home will, you know, come on the market for. If you are able to change your website and add stuff to it, I would even put, you know, I would even put maybe like if you have a Calendly, right? I would put a Calendly link. Hey, schedule a free 15-minute consultation with me. Those are all kind of the stuff that I would have on there. So you're actually getting stuff on your calendar, getting at least people's name, phone numbers, and emails. If you guys next week, like I mentioned before, I'm going to be doing a class on Remind on how you guys can prospect for buyer and seller leads. And during that class, I typically like to also guide you guys with the down payment resource, which is another app that you guys have access to that also creates a landing page for you where buyers can see how many down payment assistance programs they might qualify for. So that's another link that you can add on to that multiple lending link page. I hope that answered your question. So branding, guys, right? So branding, if you guys go to, so anybody's page, you're kind of going to see all their colors. If you go to my page, majority, everything is black and white. You just want to pick a color. This is kind of like just the psychology behind it from our lovely professional branding people, on the meaning behind the colors. You just want to, so when people go on your page, this is like an example of my Sam's Media Solutions page. I chose black, white, and just like a pop of color of purple. It doesn't have to be just one. It can be like a variation of like 2 to 3. You just want it to be like consistent throughout. Now, planning content. So whenever you guys go to plan content, you guys kind of want to have, I'm very old school. I either want like a whiteboard, a paper, and I'll just start writing things down, anything that pops up in my head. I put myself as the consumer, right? So in my audience is completely different than yours, right? Because you guys want to target sellers and home buyers. I want to target real estate agents. So I have to wear my real estate agent hat and start thinking, what can I educate realtors on, right? What can I, promote to realtors? What do realtors want to see? What do realtors need help with? And so you guys want to do the same thing. If you guys want to specialize with first-time home buyers, what do first-time home buyers want to know? What can I, what can I really put out there? So these are kind of like the 6 different types of content buckets that you guys want to use, because you don't want it to be only selling, only this, only that, right? You guys want to provide value. So it should be educational, it should be personal, right? Like I have my personal page, but here and then you guys will see sometimes on my morning stories, me with my kid in my car, right? Because you also want to show people that you are human, and that you're a real person. You're just not just this like selling robot. You want to build a community. Customers, I've actually been seeing realtors do a lot better with this and having video testimonials of their clients and their experience. Promotional, you guys want to be putting out there, hey guys, there's programs out there to help you. There's this, there's that. I have an open house at this property. Definitely you want to be promotional. And then entertainment. People, everybody, even the most grumpiest person, I say always could use a good laugh. So just incorporate your personality. I also try to, sometimes make funny posts on my page and stuff like that. Just make it fun and make it you. Don't ever try to be something that you're not. All right, Samantha, I have been posting and I don't really see anything and blah, blah, blah. Well, are you engaging? Instagram knows. If you guys ever log in, Instagram will tell you you've been logged in this much on this day, this much on this day. If you're just going on Instagram and just posting, dumping, and leaving, then they're probably not going to promote your content out there, because they also reward the people who use the platform. And if you're not engaging with other people, then that's probably why your engagement is super low. So aim for an hour a day. And people are like, Samantha, I don't have time for that. I'm pretty sure you have 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes around lunch, 15 minutes at, in the afternoon, and probably 15 minutes before you go to bed. I guarantee you, if you guys implement this, your engagement on your social media platforms will grow and they will change. And when people are engaging with your platform and, liking, commenting, and all that stuff, that's when Instagram will start pushing your content to that explore page, and the algorithm will start pushing your content more and put it in front of people who they think might value your content. Features. So I'm going to go over this part really quickly because I feel like we all kind of know, and I'm hoping that everyone on here knows what the features is, because if you don't, then we might need a Instagram 100 class for you. So let's go over the features and what you should be doing with these features. So Instagram stories. So Instagram stories should be your behind the scenes, right? hey guys, today I'm getting ready to be in the Dr. Phillips area. I'm going to show these properties. They're around this price range. Stick around and I'll show you guys a small preview. Things like that. Create a weekly Instagram routine, right? So if every Wednesday on your stories, you want to do a quick market update, a quick video giving people market updates, do that. You want to, like here it says, create Insta stories that are based on your feed post. Anything you post on your page, you also want to share it to your story. And this is where I was talking about earlier. Some people only like swiping through the news feed. Some people only like watching stories. For some reason, people always like one or the other. I try my best to do both to keep up with everyone. But that's one of the biggest reasons why you guys want to always, anytime you post something, you want to share that to your story. You want to provide value, right? Just anything that you post, just provide value, and you want to connect with your community. And how can you connect with your community? Stories has a whole bunch of features that you can use to connect with your community. You can do polls, you can do quizzes. You could even do these little emoji things, right? If you take a selfie, people can put like heart eyes, or if you put a house, people can use that. You can do questions. I would even leverage it if I'm at a coffee shop, for example. I'm here in downtown Kissimmee. I know that there's the most famous coffee shop here, Buchitos. If I'm at Buchitos and I take a picture of the coffee shop, guess what? I'm gonna tag Buchito, and when Buchito sees it, 9 times out of 10, these Instagram pages want to show that people are at their coffee shop, so they're gonna repost you. And guess what? Now Buchito just reposted me, and the 7,000 locals that follow him here in Kissimmee are not going to come across my page, right? So that's kind of one of the biggest reasons why you guys want to leverage and do things like that. I even had Walgreens one time. I printed out some pictures of my family. I tagged Walgreens and Walgreens reposted me. So, you know, guys, simple as that, because that's what's going to help you be exposed to different platforms. That's you. So that's a whole nother class right there. But how you can create your own GIF is a whole process. The easiest way to do it is if you have an iPhone, no offense, Ken. He has an iPad. He's little by little coming to the dark side. But probably one of the easiest way is to kind of like do a video, like remove background. You can do that either in Canva or in CapCut. Canva is probably the easiest way that you can do the GIFs. Like you can do it inside of Canva. And if it's already in your phone, all you have to do is copy and you go to the story. And like if you're about to put a text, and you can paste it and it'll pop up. And I apologize if anybody in this Zoom has an Android. No offense. Okay, stories and highlights. So I honestly don't leverage stories and highlights, but you definitely could. Like you can name one, you know, closings, and put all of the closings you've had on a little highlight. You can put another one. You can even put it by areas in Central Florida, right? You can put Orlando, Kissimmee, right? And have like little highlights of those areas, and it can either be tours or homes that you've previewed there, or shown in those areas. You have Instagram pictures and carousels. The difference is, right, one is like a single picture, and then the carousel is the one that has multiple pictures. I will tell you, I'm not a really big fan of putting just one. I will do it just every now and then, because when you use all of Instagram's features, that also helps. So with Instagram, you basically have to be earning like brownie points in everything that you do. So when you're using and leveraging all of their features and all of these good things, they reward you. I mainly like using the carousels because it'll pop up on their page more than once. So for example, let's say this, right? I posted 10 pictures. Now it's gonna show up on people's news feed probably literally the 10 times if you've never liked it. So that's one of my reasons why I love carousels and why I leverage them a lot. It's because it'll pop up on people's news feed more than once, especially if they didn't like the post. And as you know, Instagram Reels, I love Instagram Reels. I think everyone should be posting Instagram Reels because ultimately it's still the best way to grow and reach a bigger audience on Instagram. So definitely leverage Instagram Reels. In March, I will dive deeper into, like, I'll have a whole Instagram Reels class and show you guys how to do that. That one I normally do it live from my phone. Like, I'll talk about a couple of things, but because Instagram loves changing everything all the time, like for example, this doesn't even look like this anymore. Now the timer is like up here, at least on mine it is. But they love changing this all the time. Definitely you want to do Instagram lives. Invite, you know, your favorite loan officer, aka me. I'm just kidding. But whoever you're working with, you know, as your preferred lender, feel free to do lives with them. Do lives with your homeowner's insurance company, your home inspectors, home warranty. I even have a page of mold solutions, right? Like of a company that specializes just like removing mold and things like that. Solar panel company, right? Like you guys can go live with so many different people and kind of do like a live Q&A. Once a month is freaking phenomenal, right? Like, so if you guys want to do it once a month, 4 times a week, 4 times a month, it's completely up to you. But if you leverage it at least once a month, I guarantee you Instagram will love that. These are a couple of ideas for you guys for the reels. You know, if you guys want to take a screenshot of this, regardless, like I mentioned before, I will be sending the recording for this for you guys. But yeah, Q&A, you know, video intros. And I will say something when it comes to videos, guys, let's not no longer do, hi, I'm this person. Hi, I'm that person. People who follow you kind of already know who you are. You want to start your Instagram reels with a hook, especially if it's like a talking head video. Let's say I'm showing a house that's under 500,000. Check out this home under 500,000 here in the Poinciana area. Boom. Like, you guys want to make sure that you guys have really strong hooks in your videos, and we're no longer doing like those intro types of videos. Apps to use. So if you guys want to use a scheduling app, to be honest, the best way, if you guys want to be scheduling your content, especially on Instagram, you guys want to schedule it inside of the app, because then the algorithm's not going to hurt you as much since you're using Instagram's feature versus scheduling it in third-party apps. When you schedule in third-party apps, you're not going to get as much as engagement on your content because Instagram knows whenever you do use these third-party apps. Now, video editing apps will be the ones that are here in the middle, Power Director and CapCut. I highly suggest CapCut. It's a way user-friendly, super, like, even my mom edits videos on there just fine without needing too much help. The coolest part about CapCut is that they have this feature that you don't even need a green screen anymore. It immediately takes like the background away, and it's so good that you can't even tell, like, you would have thought that you would have used a green screen. And last but not least, Canva. I love Canva, and I actually just figured out how to use their mobile video editor feature, which now to me is super easy, and I absolutely love it. So literally you can do everything in CapCut, even edit your own videos. And the cool thing about Canva is that it actually has already some real templates that you guys can also use and post for your reels. Now, how do I prospect on Instagram? So Instagram is one big virtual networking platform. And I know you guys are gonna be like, okay, Samantha, you want me to spend an hour a day, and now you want me to follow 10 to 15 people per day. Yes, it's not that hard, guys. My perfect example right now, Buchito's Coffee Shop. Guess what? If I go to Buchito's Coffee Shop's Instagram right now, guess who's following Buchito's Coffee Shop? Most likely all the locals that live here in the beautiful area of Kissimmee. And all I have to do is follow 10 to 15 people per day, organically like and comment on their posts. I'm not going to creep and dive into their DMs and be like, hey, I'm a realtor. Like, no, you want to first start liking, commenting, engaging on their stuff, and they're slowly going to notice it and be like, who's this? Oh, snap. They're following me, right? Because now it's telling me follow back. It's giving me that little feature. Let me follow them back, right? And that's how you guys slowly start growing your Instagram platform, by following 10 to 15 people per day. If you guys have the mentality like, well, they're not going to follow me back and this and that, like, guys, that's not what it's about. It's about connecting, and it's about, maybe they might not, maybe it's been a year, but for you to really keep track of all the people who don't follow you and unfollow you, that's going to be a little bit hard. Just focus on just genuinely connecting with people and liking and commenting on their stuff. So like I said, do not sell while prospecting. You guys don't want to be creeping on these people's DMs. If you guys are providing value, and especially leverage all of those multiple links that you guys have in your bio, and now you can start doing content around that, right? So, hey guys, I have access to all of the down payment assistant programs that are here in Central Florida. If you'd like to know the amount of programs that you qualify for, click the link in my bio. Or comment down below, down payment assistant programs, right? You guys always want to have call to actions in your post. Be genuine, be human, and I promise you guys will grow your social media platform the same way that I have. Do I have any questions? Do you guys hear me? I hope so. Well,
Yes, I
if
loud and
nobody,
clear. Appreciate everything. Yes.
awesome. Well, thank you guys so much for joining. Like I had mentioned before, I'm a loan officer here. So if you guys ever wanted to schedule a one-on-one, have a quick coffee with me, like I said, we come here. Also here, I'm here with a group of real estate agents that come in person. If you guys would love to do something like that, feel free to email me back for the email. And if you guys don't have my phone number, you guys can either go on Instagram, but I'll also type it on here so you guys can have it. I am here to help you guys. The goal at the end of the day is to help as many home buyers here in the Central Florida area. So I'd love to connect with everyone and, accomplish that goal. I will send this recording to you guys, and I look forward to seeing you guys next week. So we can go over Remind, so we can learn how to generate both seller leads and buyer leads. So thank you guys so much for joining. Let me make sure I don't have any more questions. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. And I hope you guys have a beautiful Monday and a productive week.